Hello, welcome back. In this video, we'll create sign up view for the new users. In views.py, we will import user creation form built in Django to add a new user to database. We will create a new view sign up. If request post, that means user sent information to the server. Form equal user creation form with argument request.post. If form is valid, that means username and password are valid. Form.save will add a new user to database. User creation form has methods that check if the information you sent by the user are valid. For example, it checks if username don't exist in database. If the form is valid, we will redirect the user to home page. We have to import redirect from Django.shortcuts. Else form is not valid, context form equal form. If the user visits the sign up page for the first time, form equal to user creation form without argument. In templates food, we will create a new HTML file sign up. Inside block content, we will add a new div container fluid. We will use class row. Inside the div row, we will create 3 bootstrap grids. We will use the second grid for the form. In this way, the form will be in middle of the page. We will add a title sign up. In urls.py, we will create a path for the view sign up. In the browser, we will check if the URL works. Everything is okay. We will make some changes on design of the form. Let's start adding inputs to our form. If the method is post, we have to add CSRF token for the security of information sent by user. We will use for loop to show fields of user creation form. There is an error in line 18. It's and for and not and block. We will create a new div form group. It's a bootstrap class. Inside it, we will create 2 divs, one for labels and second for inputs. I want to show inputs in center. Next, we will add labels to inputs. We will add help text, like number of characters required for password. If the field has help text, we will show help text in small letters. In case of invalid form, we will show errors to user. We need a submit button to send information to server. I will use Django administration to verify if we can add a user with sign up view. Username, I will call it first user. I will write invalid password to check. If we get errors, we get error message. I will move errors div outside the for loop. Now I will write same password. The password is invalid, it's not secure. This time I will respect the requirements. I was redirected to home page. That means the user is created. Django don't store raw passwords in database. Django use hash function for security reasons. As a super user, we can change the password of a user. We can personalize user creation form to add fields like email, first name and last name. Inside the folder food, we'll create a new file, forms.py. We will import forms from Django. We need user creation form and user model. We will create a new class, new user form that inherited from user creation form. Inside it, we will create class meta. We will use the model user that has fields, username, email, first name, last name, password 1 and password 2. Password 1 is password and password 2 is confirm password. In views.py, we will import new user form from forms. We will replace user creation form by new user form. There is an error. The model user don't have first name and last name fields. In forms.py, I will fix this error. Now we will add a new user. I got an error because the password is similar to the username. This time the user was added. We can check in Django administration. We see all information about user. We can modify a field. We will modify the field email. Email equal forms.email field. Max length 100. Required equal true. Help text inform a valid email address. We can see that help text was added to email field. I will remove first name and last name from fields. Let's use inspect to change the style of the form. This is the CSRF token. Every time we reload the page, it generates a random code. We can use CSS to change the style of fields. Let's try border radius 10 pixels. Height 50 pixels. The ID of input element username is ID username. The ID of input password 2 is ID password 2. In style.css, we can use these IDs to change the style of inputs. This is the end of this video. Until the next time, take care.